Hi, my name is Chris Melnick, and I'm a realtor in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Have you ever seen a fairly new home that's for sale that's been sitting on the market for ages without selling? And after multiple price reductions, it eventually sells for a big loss because it's in a terrible location or built to a strange specification? This video is about how to avoid that for people who care about money. Today, I'm going to talk about things you should think about when building a home in Halifax. Now, before I begin, I will say, if you're building a home for yourself, it'll be your forever home and you don't care about resale, you can basically stop watching this video right now. It's irrelevant. On the other hand, if it'll only be an intermediate home that you'll have to sell in 10 or 15 years or so, or maybe you'll hope it'll be your forever home, but a health issue could force you to sell it early and buy a condo, and then keep watching. This video is all about making a home that will both be sellable and will have good resale value. To begin, we'll start with the land. Now, you can watch my video on buying land and my video on the fundamentals of value for more specific information on picking the right land. But at the end of the day, an appropriately priced building lot should cost at least 20% of what you plan spending to build the home in the HRM. For example, if you plan to spend $500,000 on the construction of a home, the land should cost at least $100,000 for a total budget of $600,000. If you wanted to spend, say, only $50,000 on the land instead, then $500,000 on the construction, that area would likely not support a home worth $550,000, and you could end up with a home that you need to sell at a discount. If you look at builders selling spec homes or facsimile homes on more rural lots, they're almost always hitting this ratio. Next, the home itself. Consider these, the fundamental 10 rules of building. Number 1, have a minimum of 2 full bathrooms. Having only one can be a huge deal breaker for most people. Number 2, have a minimum of 3 bedrooms, all over 100 square feet each, with no dimension less than 10 feet. This is an extremely common requirement. Even rooms that are only 9 feet wide or so just seem small. Number 3, have a master bedroom at least 150 square feet big with no dimension less than 10 feet. The goal is to comfortably fit a king-size bed with bedside tables on either side. Next, have an ensuite bathroom and walk-in closet for the master bedroom. This is always on everyone's dream home checklist. Number 5, the kitchen, dining room, and great room combined should be 25% to 50% of the total square footage of the home. This often includes the front foyer area as well. One of the biggest complaints I see is when those areas are only about 15% or less of the total size of the home, and everyone is wondering why those areas are so small, yet it has a uselessly big rec room downstairs. Most spec floor plans will follow my ratio. Number 6, have an island and pantry in the kitchen. Islands and pantries are just neat and pop up in everyone's imagination when they think of a dream kitchen, just like stainless steel appliances. Number 7, have a coat closet near the front door and closets in every bedroom. The cost to frame this when being built is minimal. The cost to add it is minimal. Yet, if it's not there, it's always a problem. Number 8, if the home is waterfront or has a view, make sure that the home is pointed in that direction and has a layout and sufficient windows to take advantage of it. This may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised about how many homes I've seen pointed in the wrong direction, or had almost no windows on the waterfront side, or with 60 feet of trees between the home and the water. If you want to charge a waterfront premium when selling a home, people must be able to see the water spectacularly from the home. No one has ever looked at a home and said there are too many windows facing the ocean. Number 9, if a lot is on a busier road or near something undesirable, make sure the home is far away from that. You may consider a windy driveway too, so that there's no line of sight to the road. Number 10, stick to light colors. Do not go with the dark grays, the blacks, and the browns for anything. This includes black vinyl windows, black or brown trim, fascia, and siding. Even though these are kind of in right now, they are still generally less preferred than lighter, more earthy colors. Interior paint colors are a bit of a different story because a repaint is relatively easy, but the only way you're making black vinyl windows white is to replace them. Dark colors also make things, including homes, look smaller. You want to avoid looking like something out of a Tim Burton movie. And that's all there is to it. If you stick to those rules, you'll have a very good chance at preserving resale value. But for even more advice on options for new construction, be sure to watch my next video. As always, I hope you've got some value from this video. If you'd like my help buying, selling, or building, my contact information is in the description. Goodbye.